You can drive the same Ford for 10 years and still not really own it. I don't mean legally, I mean functionally. Because most owners never go past the surface. They start it, they drive it, they lock it, that's it. Meanwhile, Ford quietly builds layers underneath backup systems, shortcuts, safety nets, and convenience features meant for people who actually learn their vehicle instead of just using it. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Ford doesn't explain these things well. Dealerships rush delivery, manuals go unread, features stay buried. So two people can buy the same truck, same year, same trim, and one struggles with daily annoyances while the other wonders why everyone complains. This isn't about gimmicks, this is about real functionality, the kind that saves time, money, and sometimes embarrassment. And by the end of this, you're going to realize you've been sitting on features you didn't even know you paid for. Let's start with something that exposes how backwards most owners think about their vehicle. The owner's manual you keep in the glove box? That's not your real manual, it's the backup. The real one lives inside your truck. Ford embeds a digital owner's manual directly into the infotainment system, and most people never discover it. Not because it's hidden, but because no one tells them it exists. And this isn't a scanned book slapped onto a screen. It's interactive, searchable, often updated to match your exact VIN. Instead of flipping pages like it's 1998, you type a keyword and instantly get the answer. Trailer brakes, driver profiles, lane assist, remote start behavior, even video walkthroughs showing exactly what to press and what the screen should look like. It turns confusion into clarity in seconds. Owners waste hours guessing, Googling, or calling dealerships, while the answers are already sitting on the dashboard. Now let's talk about a feature that feels illegal the first time you use it: remote window control. Most people assume the key fob does two things: lock and unlock. That's it. But on many modern Fords, it's also a ventilation tool. Press unlock, then press and hold unlock again, and your windows start dropping automatically. No app, no engine start, no getting inside a heat-soaked cabin first. It's the kind of feature you don't appreciate until summer hits and your truck feels like a pressure cooker. You let the heat escape before you even step outside. Some models even let you close the windows the same way with the lock button. And on certain vehicles, the sunroof joins in too. It's subtle, it's practical, and once you use it, you'll wonder why it's not advertised on billboards. Now here's where Ford really separates casual drivers from informed owners. The door keypad, most people treat it like a backup lock, a nice to have if they forget their keys. But the keypad is more like a control panel than a lock. You can secure your truck without the fob. You can unlock specific access points like the tailgate. You can silence the beeping so it doesn't announce your presence at night. And most importantly, you can create temporary access without giving away control. Temporary codes are criminally underused. Someone needs access for a short time, you give them a code, not your main one. When you're done, you delete it. No awkward follow-ups, no risk, total control. That keypad is one of the smartest security features Ford ever built, and most owners use maybe 10% of its capability. Let's move inside the vehicle, because Ford hides space better than people hide snacks. There are storage compartments you will never find unless someone tells you where to look. Under cargo floors, beneath bench seats, below removable console trays, molded into floor structures under mats. These aren't decorative cubbies. These are intentional, usable compartments designed for gear, tools, emergency items, or valuables you don't want visible. The reason this matters isn't just organization, it's security. A clean interior with nothing visible is far less attractive to thieves than a truck with bags, cables, and equipment sitting out in the open. Ford didn't just give you storage, they gave you discretion. Now let's talk about the feature that saves people hundreds of dollars, but only if they know it exists. Your key fob battery will die, not if, when. And when it happens, most owners panic. They assume the truck is useless. They start calling locksmiths, tow trucks, dealerships, all because they don't know Ford planned for this. If your Ford has a keypad, you can still unlock the doors with a dead fob. That's step 1. Step 2 is starting the vehicle. Many push-button Fords have a designated backup start location inside the cabin, usually in the center console area. Hold the dead fob against that spot and press start. The vehicle reads the passive chip inside the fob. No battery required. It feels like cheating the system, but it's not a trick, it's design. Ford assumed this would happen and built a solution before you ever needed it. And for vehicles with traditional keys, there's often a hidden metal blade inside the fob itself. Press a small release and it slides out. Mechanical access, old-school reliability. Again, only useful if you know it's there. Now let's clean up the mess hanging from your sun visor. If your Ford has buttons near the rearview mirror, you likely have HomeLink. And if you do, you can throw away garage door remotes forever. HomeLink allows your vehicle to become the remote. It can control garages, gates, and access systems with built-in buttons that never need batteries. Programming it isn't difficult, but most people never try because they assume it's complicated. It's not. Once it's done, it just works. No rattling plastic remotes, no dead batteries, no clutter. It's one of those features that quietly improves daily life in a way you don't appreciate until you stop dealing with the old way. Now here's a feature towing owners learn the hard way, unless someone tells them first. Backup sensors don't understand trailers. They just know something is there, so they scream about it. Many owners think there's no fix, so they tolerate constant beeping while reversing. But on many Ford models, those sensors can be silenced instantly during a reverse session using a steering wheel control or quick prompt. And for frequent towing, there are settings that allow more permanent adjustments. This isn't about disabling safety, it's about control. Sensors are useful, noise isn't. Ford gives you the choice, they just don't make it obvious. Let's talk power, literally. Most owners assume that once the engine shuts off, power outlets die. Not always. Many Fords include extended use power that keeps outlets active after shutdown. That means charging devices, running tools briefly, powering equipment at a job site, or tailgating without idling the engine. The system monitors battery health and shuts down automatically if voltage drops too low, so it's useful without being reckless. And if you need more time, restarting briefly resets the timer. Suddenly your truck isn't just transportation, it's infrastructure. Now we reach the level most owners never touch, deep customization. Beyond basic settings, Ford vehicles often allow behavior changes that drastically improve daily experience. Auto unlock timing, mirror folding behavior, interior lighting duration, remote start runtime, honk confirmations, lighting logic. These aren't cosmetic tweaks, they change how the vehicle feels to live with. Some of these settings live deep in menus, others require specific access sequences, and for enthusiasts, tools like F4 Scan unlock even more control through the OBD2 port. That's not for everyone, but it proves the point. Your Ford is more configurable than you think. The difference between frustration and satisfaction often comes down to knowing where to look, and that brings us to the real message here. Ford doesn't build dumb vehicles, they build underexplained ones. The features are there, the systems are ready, but ownership quality depends on knowledge. That's why some people complain endlessly about their truck while others swear by the same model. So take an hour, just one. Sit in your Ford, explore, open the digital manual, try the window trick, learn the keypad, find the backup start location, look for hidden storage, customize what annoys you. Because the moment you discover something your truck could do all along, you'll wish someone told you sooner. If this opened your eyes even a little, share it with another Ford owner. Drop a comment about what surprised you most, and if you want more real ownership knowledge, not surface-level tips, like and subscribe. You didn't buy a basic vehicle. It's time to start driving it like you know that.